What's up folks, Fuzz here, welcome back to the channel. Today we have another FIFA 23 custom tactics video, and it's going to be taking a look at the 4-2-3-1, but not the basic level variant, not that boring basic 4-2-3-1 that everyone uses on drop back and counter attacks and all that boring stuff. This is going to be the wide variant of the 4-2-3-1, and you're going to be able to get forward while being defensively solid and score goals with it. So if you do the video, leave a like right on it, it'd be greatly appreciated, and hit that subscribe button if you're new around here. That also goes a long way as we're pushing to try and hit 2,000 subscribers. This is the team that I used for half of it. I did have other right mids and left mids playing. I think it was pretty much Gyazi and Insigne were playing before, but then I went for the Bayern Munich combo of Gnabry and Mane near the end. So in case you're wondering on the gameplay why the players are different in regards to the actual custom tactics, we're going to come over, we're going to go to my attacking variant. This doesn't change anything. So this could be on your ultra defensive, your defensive, attacking, ultra attacking. That doesn't make a difference for it. Think of these as 1, 2, 3, and 4 for your custom tactic options. The defensive style is going to be balanced with a 34 width and a 72 depth. So yes, we're being a little bit more aggressive with it, but it's a system with 4 defenders and 2 defensive midfielders. So I feel like we've got that availability to sort of push up a bit more. We are, however, going for a narrower width than usual in a 4-back system. We're going for 34, and that's kind of essentially helps with that. We want to press, we want to be a bit aggressive, we want to have that high line, but being a bit more compact in the middle means that there's less chance of just having 3 balls split right down the middle of our defense when we're transitioning. Build-up play is going to be balanced and direct passing with 42 width, and then we've changed the players in box and the free kicks to 5 and 1-1, which I think works a bit better, and also 42 for the attacking width because we've actually got a left mid and right mid rather than a right attacking mid and left attacking mid. Makes a big difference. Formation for personnel, goalkeeper self-explanatory, backline pretty much self-explanatory. The main thing I can say is you want a player that can get forward and attack. I technically have 2 in Gosens and Dest. When you compare the 2, I have to use Dest in a more attacking sense. It just makes sense. For the DM side of things, your left defensive midfielder is going to be your actual defensive-minded guy. This can be a box-to-box, it's a good defense stats if you need to. And then the right-hand side of things, you want it to be a box-to-box player that can pass, can dribble, and can shoot. Pellegrini still banging at that for the price. Your front 4, sorry, so your left mid, right mid, cam, and striker is kind of similar to how the traditional 4-2-3-1 would be, like the one that's sort of narrow like this if we show it. But in this case, your left mid and right mid are going to be able to help out in the defense a little bit more, and that's why I opted to sort of keep my cam almost as like my secondary striker, and then my left mid and right mid more as traditional wingers would be. On the instruction side of things, for the goalkeeper, we've gone balance. Again, I forgot to put comes across and sweeper keeper on. I honestly didn't notice that much of a difference for it this time. I don't know if that's something in the patch. I don't think they were meant to update this in the patch, but it seemed like I could get away with the balanced a bit more this week than I could before. So, you know, personal preference on that one. Center backs, you don't want to touch a thing. The left back for the system is going to be the stay back, and then your right back is going to be the overlap player. That's the preferred way to do it, and in this case, Gosens makes sense as the stay back. Dest makes sense as the overlap. If you want to have your left back getting forward and you want to have your right back stay back, I will then say you want to flip your DM. So at the minute, our left defensive midfielder is the man mark, stay back, and cover center player, while the right defensive midfielder is just completely balanced on default, but does have aggressive interception. So if you were flipping your left back and your right back, make sure you also flip your left defensive midfielder and your right defensive midfielder, because this helps how things are going to be on the pitch for you. The left midfielder in this case, we're going to have cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box or cross on, and I think it's the same on the right hand side. It is cut inside, get in behind, and get into the box or cross. The big thing is this is because it's the left mid and right mid, we do want them to cut inside. So we like having the width in this variant, the wider variant of the 4-2-3-1, but we don't want to like have the cam and the striker be too isolated on their own, and we also don't want the wide man to just be useless out wide, especially Chiesa, because Dest is going to be on the overlap. So forcing them to cut inside sort of makes a nice little triangle to link up with your striker and your cam, which is really cool to have. Then on the cam itself, that's stay forward, get into the box or cross, and I actually put on aggressive interceptions this time, and it was fantastic. Obviously, this drains stamina a bit more, so if I had an Insigne playing here, I'm guaranteed having to make a sub maybe 60 minutes into the game. But if you have someone who has any form of aggression at all and a little bit of strength, just put on aggressive interceptions, see what they can do. And then the striker, I mean, we've got Forlan, he's an absolute beast. Stay central, get him behind and stay forward. That is my combo every single time. For strikers, I'm going to hit no on that, and I mean, that's my team. Obviously, at this point, I need a promotion Pellegrini to come along. He's probably not going to get one because it's World Cup promo in Italy aren't there, but I want this man to continue in my team. I had a version of him with 150 games until I got this untradeable version and then sold the one I bought he has been like the actual like hero of this club, and hopefully can stay that way. EA, give this man an SBC or a promo card of some sort. But let's go have a look at some of the 4-2-3-1 wide variant gameplay. Okay, so gameplay side of things this week, I recorded 4 bits of gameplay. I'm going to show you 2 of them. One of them was a 2-1, but then my controller died and then I got kicked from the game, so that's a bit shit. And then the other one was an 11-0 game, and as impressive that is to show some of the goals they scored, I feel like the fact I was able to score 11, and for some reason they didn't rage quit, maybe makes it not as valid in regards to gameplay. So we've got this 2-0 rage quit, which I think shows nice, like, the movement you can have in the attacking sense, and the attacking style you get. It is 1 minute and 26 left on it, so I'm basically just going to talk over what you guys see here. Let's see, this is Pellegrini getting forward, and can we just appreciate that for a finish? This is your DM that's not on stay back. It's going to float around. You can see here, he's evolved with the play. We lose the ball with Chiesa here. I tried to run into the box. A little bit clumsy with it, give it away. And this is the build-up again. Benacer's getting back. Dest is back there tracking. Step up with Alaba. Get right back into things. Pellegrini sat there. Half volley. I absolutely adore. Like, obviously, there's a Roma bias as a Roma fan, but he's incredible in game this year. And the fact that the last time I checked, he was 3,000 coins. For a player that's that good, I say in the past, I put him on similar levels as Renato Sanchez. Not quite as OP, but very similar levels. Here, this is a defensive shape. You can see I am forcing and dragging a lot of players out, but I always have that backup cover, which is kind of nice to see and have. Again, Chiesa, because you've got a right midfielder and not a right attacking mid, they're going to be naturally in those positions, which I quite like because it allows sort of like 1-2s. Allows the availability for 1-2s with the fullbacks and then a little bit of overlap, and then also it just means that we don't have them on come back on defense, but we don't have them on stay forward, so they're going to naturally fill up some gaps where needed defensively, which then obviously helps if you're stepping forward. Like Chiesa, if he was a right attacking mid, he would not be anywhere as close to that ball. If I make a mistake with Dest there, I have the chance to switch to Chiesa and try and save it. And then this is very common build up. Obviously you've got your 2 DMs basically the edge of the box while defending. A little bit of a messy game here, I'll be honest. Again, Pellegrini comes in to pick the ball up, and straight away again, we're on this attack. And this person was playing 4 at the back with fullbacks on stay back. Lovely through ball, and then this Diego Forlan card. Can't remember how expensive he is, but he's mad. 3-1 rage quit, which I'm going to put full screen, and I'm going to check Forlan's price right now, just as the gameplay goes through, because when I packed him, he was extinct. And obviously I got him from my guaranteed pack. He's still 760,000 coins, and like, he's worth every penny of it. He's been absolutely immense for me. But let's go back to the game. Let's go show you guys the 3 goals we scored. This might be one of them. It is indeed one of them. So I'll roll back a little bit here and then see how we can see it. But again, this is the common defensive shape you're going to see with this system. Luckily, we keep this ball in play with Gosens. Benacer, I'm going to call them by my player's name, but your left defensive midfielder and your right defensive midfielder should always be in position to sort of do little 1-2 passes. This is Leal, who was playing cam for me at this point. And the Chiesa was, oh, sorry, I thought it was Dell. Gassi. Gassi was my left midfielder at this point, with Chiesa in the middle, and Leal was my right midfielder. Again, Pellegrini steps up, nice little bit of aggression. Through ball straight to Forlan. I went for the chip. He pulled his keeper, put me a little bit off, but you can see, obviously, maybe a little a lack of awareness from this player's perspective. But we're able just to pull out Pellegrini here. This is your right defensive midfielder. You see Benacer, your left defensive midfielder, holds the space. You can step with Pellegrini and just look at that for a through ball. Like the way I found the cam and the striker work in this system, with how they've set up, it can pierce defenses wide open. This is going to be the goal we can see it, and I will say, I think this is just getting used to this new form of meta. He picks the ball with Govo, and he just runs and runs. Like, look at my Alaba here. He's not lengthy at this point, but Govo just is absolutely blistering him. I have to come across with Posh, and we can see, like, just maybe I dragged the defense right for sure. But that was just an absolutely blistering run down the wing, and all he had to do was cut inside. This is the second goal, which shows a nice little bit of build-up. Obviously, Forlan's a striker, but he's come here to pick the ball up. A little lucky with the deflection, but again, just showing the build-up and the space that gets picked up. Little quick 1-2s. Leal's in there for the box for the link-up with Gassi. And that's just a quick goal, but the main thing for me here, I'd say, although I got a little bit lucky with the deflection, looking at the space that Forlan picks up, like if we pause it here, this is the attacking system. Left mid at the top of the screen, right mid my webcam is blocking, but where my mouse cursor is, he's just a little bit to the right. And then this is Forlan that I'm circling now, and then Forlan's the striker, Leal as the cam. So sorry, yeah, Cage was playing right mid in this case. I forgot what we were running setup wise. But this is how we're playing, and then as the passing options come up, the cam can drift forward into like the secondary striker position, which is the through ball we tried for there. And then that's why having a striker that can pass the ball is so good. Little quick link up plays, and we managed to go 2-1 up in the game. And you know what? We're just going to talk over the last 30 seconds or so off this to see the third goal. Like, this is shape wise, you can see that it almost plays like a 4-4-2 in the defensive shape at times, or 4-4-1-1 with how things set up. There are some similarities across the formations. I was having an absolute mare trying to get the ball out with goose ends there. But again, Benacer, I'm picking the ball up a lot with him as my left centre midfielder and doing L1 passes, occasionally to send him forward. Again, forehand dropping deep into passing lanes when needed, and it's fine in this case because there's still so many passing opportunities. You can see Pellegrini again, though, in regards to aggressive interceptions, wins the ball back and scores. That's why we have it on him. I think that's the big thing, because obviously the aggressive interceptions, if we run it back here, aggressive interceptions is like AI, obviously, but if you get him into the position to have an aggressive interception, then the AI kicks in. So you can see here, nice little link up. Tried the ball decay is a little bit optimistic, but I pull him here, and you can just see the animation there. He absolutely dives in for this ball. Let's see, right here, he hits just before that point. If I can get it to here, I'm moving him, and he hits this point right here. And look at the animation, he just dives in for the ball. We go 3-1 up and get the rage quit. So guys, that's the 4-2-3-1 wide variant custom tactics. Let me know what you think of it, because I'm hoping, I know like the 4-2-3-1 in itself is like the most common formation in FIFA 23 Ultimate Team, but this is the wide variant, and hopefully it offers something slightly different for you. You can try a new team this week and get a breath of fresh air with it. So always let me know how you get on with it in the comments down below. I love getting the responses that you guys move. Got extra wins in rivals, extra wins in foot champs, managed to climb a division, get an extra rank, stuff like that. All fantastic to hear. So say, let me know. Hit that like button if you enjoyed the video as well. And as I always say, hit that subscribe button on this journey to 2,000 subscribers. It'd be greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll catch you in the squad builder video tomorrow. Goodbye.